I don't care at all. I have let go. I don't care anymore. I don't. Howdy, Evies. Evie, Sweetie here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I had to come on camera. I had to come on camera. I have been seeing a lot of the comments from my last video. First of all, thank you so much. The natural hair baddie conversation has so much discourse. Like, I'm feeling like, is this what the girlies needed to hear in 2024? Because I have more opinions. And granted, it's the internet. Like, opinions are gonna be opinioning, purioso. But this video, I wanted to talk about whether men like my hair or not, or whether I attract men with my hair. It's none of my business at this point. Purioso. And here's why. So I received a comment from a lady about asking like what's been my experience with like embracing my natural hair, wearing my natural hair, and like how I receive like how I am received by the world. And I think like being a Black woman, an African woman, just a human being in general, like being a woman in general, like I'm gonna be perceived in the world a certain way, you know? I can definitely say that when I was younger and I first went natural, I had such a very, very strong identity and tie to my hair. Like, I felt like if my hair was not done or if I didn't have the most defined curls, put loads and loads of gel on my hair, to get it like super perfect, like, you know, sectioning it and making sure each curl was a certain way. If my hair was not presented in that way, I didn't feel cute. I didn't feel like guys would like me. Like that was just it when I was younger. Now that I'm like at a point where I'm washing my hair daily, I'm wearing my hair in a shrunken state, letting it air dry partially, then like diffusing it with a blow dryer and like, you know, doing my edges, and that's pretty much it. I've been pretty much like at a point where I'm living my best life. Sorry, I got a message. I'm living my best life as I should live it. Because listen, it's really not my business to have a care in the world of whether or not a man likes my hair. And hear me out, let me cook, as the TikTok girlies say. I think like when you come to a place of freedom, when you could just wear your hair, walk outside, and you do not care anymore. You don't care. It's a liberating feeling where you just attract people, men, women, cat, dog, you know, insect, lizard, or flowers even, to just love you as you are because you just radiate that in itself. And I think this is something so close to my heart because there's so much insecurity in women in general. Put race aside, hair aside, there's a lot of insecurity with women in general. And I think when you get to a place of like confidence and a place of like, I'm like escaping this matrix of like always craving to be desired by a man, it kind of can ruffle some feathers a little bit. Like, it can kind of make people feel away. And I've come to a point where I've accepted it. Like, I've accepted it. It's my portion. I'm going to be misunderstood for making the choices and presenting myself how I want to present myself. But instead of like how I used to be when I was a young girl, of, oh, I'm getting this FaceTime call from this guy, like, let me put my bonnet on, or let me put my wig on, or let me, like, make sure I look cute. These days, I'm like, listen, who I am is who I am. And I've definitely felt very invisible with my natural hair. I still feel invisible sometimes with my natural hair, or just my essence in general. Even when I wore a weave or a wig, I still felt invisible sometimes, just basing off like my environment and maybe how I was presenting my energy that day. But I think for me, my new mindset is that if a guy isn't gonna approach me or give me attention, or if I'm out with my girlies and everyone else is getting attention from guys and I'm not, I don't feel a way anymore. Like, I do not care anymore. And I think it's because in my head, if someone's looking at my hair a certain way and it thinks it's like not cute or not attractive, or I don't attract a certain type of man because of my hair not being, you know, 30-inch bust down, which I love a 30-inch bust down. I love long hair. That's a beautiful look. I'm just taking it as like, it's just is what it is. Like, keep it pushing. Like, it doesn't take away from who I am, you know? It doesn't take away from my beauty. It doesn't take away from my essence of what I am representing at this point in time. Because I'm pretty sure one day, you know, I could be in a Target somewhere, a little girl that looks like me is gonna look up at me and be in awe because it's like, oh wow, like she looks like me. That actually happened to me before. I'll never forget it. I was at a Target years ago. Years ago. This is when I started wearing wash and goes actually, and I was getting comfortable with wearing it out more. I wasn't like washing my hair daily then. I was probably washing my hair like, I don't know, maybe once like a week or once every 2 weeks. And I remember I was at this Target aisle near cereal. You know how the cereal aisles be having like a bunch of cartoon characters on the cereal, so the kids love it. They love it there. And this little girl was looking at me, but she was very shy, but she had an older brother. And they're both black. The mom, I think, was like way at the end of the aisle. And this little girl was looking at me, you know, I was looking back, like smiling, like, oh, hey, how do you know? And the boy said, oh my gosh, look, said the girl, said, you know, the sister's name. It's like, oh my gosh, look, she has the same hair as you before it's braided or something, or before, you know, mommy does it in the morning. And I was like, ear hustling. I probably shouldn't have been ear hustling, but you know, kids be talking, you know? And I was just sitting here like, the amount of like joy in this girl's face just to see a person that looked like. Sorry y'all, my like memory card ran out. I had to format my camera, but I still have the footage. So anyway, I was at Target. This little girl really touched my heart of how she felt inspired that another chocolate, cutesy, big person looked like her before mommy does her hair in the morning. And mind you, her hair was super cute. Like, you know, a little girl, like the little braid, like how kids' hair looks like, the little braids and stuff. I was just like, she is such a beautiful little girl. But I wonder if she feels that way. And I just always wondered, dang, I wonder if that little tiny moment in Target is something that's going to stick with her in her life when she grows up, just like how it stuck with me these many years later. So I left the Target aisle. I said hi to the kids and the mom, like, oh, hey, you know, and just like have a good shopping and just kept it pushing. And that was really that. But I say all this to say, being a person that wears your natural hair out or your real hair out, it's not supposed to be a personality trait at all. Like, you in itself, you have your personality, you have your essence, you have what makes you you. But it's really just about accepting yourself. You know what I mean? It's very obviously and clear that the male gaze and like what a lot of guys like and double tap on is the straight hair, long bust down, wiggy, I guess people call it like an artificial look, right? And that's what is liked. It's not a thing that is debatable. It's not a thing that is not going to receive the most attention. But what I'm saying is that when you are going to wear your natural hair, be prepared to not get attention like that. Like, be prepared to not get like the same type of attention you used to get. You'll always get attention wearing natural hair, but you'll notice that the eye of the beholder that gives you attention is going to be different. It's going to be different. And of course, where you live and all that stuff matters too. But I noticed that when I decentered what will men think as far as like my natural hair and being desirable and being cute and like being like, I guess, a baddie in my last video, it really strengthened my confidence to just be like, I don't need to be looking like I have to have a certain hairstyle or my hair has to be straight to be beautiful. Women are beautiful in general, like God really snapped when he created us. But in an essence, it's really not my business if I go out, wear my afro, and I don't receive a compliment that whole day. Okay, like I'm still that girl with my afro. I'm still that girl without makeup. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to drill. Like don't do the natural hair thing or whatever journey you're on just for the sake of who's going to compliment you, just for the sake of who's going to validate you. All those things are cherries on top of the sundae, but it's not the sundae itself. You have to affirm it in yourself that you're doing it for you. You're doing it for the health of your scalp, the health of your edges, the health of your hair's integrity. You know what I mean? Like wigs and weaves are an accessory. I treat it like a handbag. I treat it like a shoe. But the moment it becomes a necessity and I'm wearing a 365 and no one's ever seen my hair before in their medium, schmedium, or big life, that to me is a problem. It's a problem. And if you don't want to accept your hair for how it is, that's totally okay. Like, let's just be transparent. Like, it's okay if you don't like your hair. There's been so much put on us as a race to make us hate our hair. So I'm not even blaming anyone individually for what they have to unpack and unlearn. It's a journey. But making excuses about it to not face the root cause of like, I just don't like my hair is what I'm not getting jiggy with. Period. So I'm not. So for those of you that are on this journey of natural hair, on this journey of being confident with how you look, whether you have full glam, no makeup, 30-inch bust down, shrunken state afro like me right now, you are still worthy. You are still gorgeous. You are still someone that you have a place. And don't let, what the standards of beauty is make you ebb and flow of like where your confidence lies. Because it took me a very long time for me to like come on camera, no makeup, shrunken afro. Like I used to stretch my hair a lot, and I still will stretch my hair if I feel like it, but I'm at a point where I don't care to be stretching my hair to prove how long my hair is. I don't care. Like I'm in my dera that I wear at home. And dera is like a Kenyan thing. It's like, I guess, I don't know what it is in other countries, but it's like muumuu we wear at home, I guess. Muumuu isn't like in my country what we call it, but we call it deras. Either way, I'm in my dera with my camera in front of me, tea on the corner, waiting for me to drink. Talking to y'all because I care about this subject. I care about beauty. I care about the function of beauty, but I care about just being authentic and standing out. So yeah, if you want to wear your hair out, you will stand out. I promise you'll stand out. But you won't stand out in the same way as the aesthetic of the Instagram baddie would, because currently being an Instagram baddie, there isn't a room or a place for natural hair in that. But it doesn't mean that can't change. It doesn't mean that can't change, And I think the more that we embrace our hair and accept us for who we are, the more that it can change. You can still be yourself. If you love your makeup, if you love your weaves and wigs, of course wear your weaves and wigs. But wear your real hair too. Like, wear it out. Have it be something that if you truly switching it up, you're truly switching it up. You know what I mean? That's my opinion, really. I wanted to address that because I think that's a big thing for why a lot of women don't go naturals, because they're probably with partners that don't like natural hair. They're probably in a space where if they go to work with their natural hair, they'll be ridiculed. Now we have the Crown Act, so I guess that's illegal now, but still, that was like 2 seconds ago when that was passed. And now we're at a place where we are still trying to progress of a society where we have more representation of what a Black woman looks like in her natural state, you know? Wigs and weaves aren't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. There's not really even an issue with wearing extensions because all races wear them. But again, I think we should really decenter the idea of, if I wear my hair like this, no man's gonna like me. I think that's a very sad place to be in, because it just shows that if I don't have a man that likes me, then I am nothing. And I don't like that. No. I don't like that for us. I don't like that for us. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. My name's Evie, Aswiti. Thank you so much for your comments, compliments, love on my last video. I am such a proponent of just coming on camera how I want to. Some days I'm gonna be very glam. Some days I'm gonna be like this. But a lot of the times, I'm in the comfort of my own home. You know, I don't really need to be looking done and perfect all the time. I feel like Black women, a lot of us we're pressured to be looking 100% all the time, and that's not what you're gonna get on this camera, on this channel. I mean, you're not gonna get that all the time. But I am a girly girl though, so I love my makeup, I love my jewelry, I love my fashion, I love looking good. So, and I love my skincare because, you know, it's about being lit from within, beyond skin deep. So always remember that you glow for a living, because you're lit from within, beyond skin deep. And I will catch you in my next video. And I hope you have a good one. See you in my next one. Bye.